Welcome back to CUTV News Center. I'm Creighton Rabs with your sports report. It's 3 wins in a row to start the season for the Vulcan football team as they overcame miscues and Mother Nature to beat Edinburgh 20-7 inside Adamson Stadium last Saturday. To the highlights we go. Head coach Mike Keller, he's enduring the rain, as is the rest of the team. As we said, Cody Schroeder had a little bit of an off day. So did Edinburgh's John Gervin, his first career start replacing an injured Cody Harris. Aaron Terry gives him a not-so-welcome gift to the league. Here on this interception, we'll see Dewey McDonald going against the grain, running up the sidelines, taking it to the house to cash in the pick six. California with the lead. Here, Gervin getting sacked by B.J. Stevens. Noah Taylor, Johnny on the spot with a fumble recovery. Later on in the fourth quarter, Dominic Fiore runs it up the gut, touchdown California. And here, the touchdown that sealed it all, Terrence Taylor with the pickoff. And that would be all she wrote for the Fighting Scots. Their 7 points came on a pair of safeties and a field goal. Running game had their best performance of the season. Despite a pair of fumbles, Jeff Knox gained 92 yards on 21 carries. The 4 interceptions by the Vulcans gives them 6 on the season. That's the tie for the most in the PSAC. The 3 sacks of Gervin gives California 11 on the season. That's second most in the conference behind Clarion. Despite the struggles in the rain, a win is a win, according to head coach Mike Keller, as the Vulcans look ahead to their biggest game of the young season this Saturday.
It was an ugly win, but we'll take 8 more ugly wins. So, good teams find a way to win when they're not playing well. I don't necessarily think we had our best football game last Saturday, but we were good enough football team to find a way to win.
The scoreboard at Adamson Stadium sums up this week's goal. Beat IUP in the Coal Bowl for the 5th straight year. The Vulcans are the first team to have beaten the Crimson Hawks 6 straight times since Clarion pulled the feat in the 1950s. There's more at stake in this year's Coal Bowl. Not just a coal pail trophy awarded to the winner, nor a chance to pull off a rare feat over one of the winningest programs in Division II history. The winner of this game likely has the inside track to win the PSAC West.
Our kids understand the IUP-Cal rivalry and what it means, and they understand the PSAC implications and the national implications of this game.
Coach has the music playing loud, so we can't communicate as easily. So it's hard for us at practice to work together, but we find a way to do it. That's just like when we play IUP, a lot of things are thrown at us that we don't expect.
We know a lot about them, and the other side of that is they know a lot about us.
Dramatic finishes in the Coal Bowl, as was the case last year, may be exhilarating for fans and players, but for the coaches, not so much.
It's a good game to be a fan. I don't know how good of a game it is to be a coach, or I think my Coach Signetti and my hair both would be a little more gray next week than it is this week. But they're exciting games. They always seem to come down to the wire. Very evenly matched teams. It should be a fun day.
And the Coal Bowl kicks off from Miller Stadium in Indiana Saturday at 1 p.m. CUTV will have coverage of this game. You can also listen live on WCAL at 91.9 FM or online. Women's soccer won their 4th straight match, a 9-0 blowout of Pitt Johnstown Tuesday night at the Phillipsburg Soccer Complex. The Vulcans scored early and often against the winless Mountain Cats. And to the highlights we go. Cal U head coach Gene Smith is going to like what he sees. Starting 5 minutes into the match, here's Erin Hogan with a corner kick. Haley Henderson tips it into the net, 1-0 California. Later, this is not instant replay. This is a similar play. Hogan, corner kick. This time, Marissa Neifert blasts it in, 2-0 California. It would be a long half for Leanne Gorman. She'd be pulled in the second half. Later on, moving on to that second half, Chelsea Crockett with the toss. Erin Hogan with the tip in, 6-0 California. Moving on, later in the second half, Kaylee Smith blasts this free kick in from 30 yards out into the top shelf, 7-0 California. And the last goal of the match, Christy Smyda, a senior reserve on the squad. Her first career goal as a Vulcan. That would make it 9-0 California. That is where it would stand. We saw Erin Hogan's goal. She also had 3 assists on the match. Janelle McCann added a pair of goals. 8 different Vulcans scored in the match. They outshot Pitt Johnstown 23-0. Cal travels to Seton Hill on Saturday, then on to Mercyhurst this Wednesday. Let's take a look at the rest of the Vulcan calendar. A busy week awaits the Cal volleyball team as they will host a PSAC crossover tournament this weekend. They host Pitt Johnstown and Lock Haven on Friday, then Millersville on Saturday and Sunday. That'll be followed by matches against a couple of Mountain East schools. Fairmont State on Tuesday, Wheeling Jesuit on Wednesday. We'll have coverage of Tuesday's match against Fairmont right here on CUTV. Then men's soccer will travel to Seton Hill on Saturday. Then on to Shepherd for a match on Tuesday. It'll be the first of 7 straight matches on the road for the Vulcans. And for the latest news, scores, and schedule updates, visit calvulcans.com rather. So Miriam, Kat, we got ourselves a little bit of history up there on the North Shore. The Pirates, their first playoff berth since 1992. I'm sure there's a lot of Pirate fever going around here this week.
I'm really proud of the Pirates. I think they deserve this, especially since it's been 21 years. I think every team deserves a chance like this.
I'm really excited for them. This is the first time in my lifetime that they've really done this well, and they are, like I've said before, catching up with their fellow teams like the Steelers and the Penguins who've done so well over the last few years. I'm really excited for them. I hope they really do make it like the whole way and bring some pride to the city of Pittsburgh.
A quick final note. Earlier in the week, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin sent a congratulatory text to Clint Hurdle and the Pirates making the playoffs. I'm thinking maybe part of the text was, "Hey Clint, thanks for your guys being so good. So all of Pittsburgh doesn't know that we're 0-3 and we're stinking up the North Shore." So.
I don't know if it included that.
Well, yeah, you never know.
Thank you, Creighton.
You're welcome.
And finally, how many of us really remember our firsts in life? Many times these firsts happen when we are very young. Thus, we don't remember them. But that's why video was invented, to embarrass us later in life. Check out these babies as they try their first taste of a lemon.
Good stuff, isn't it, buddy? Get this. It's gone. You didn't get.
Is that good, Laurel?
You know, I don't know if my mom or my dad ever made me try a lemon or what parent would think it was okay. Let's give our kid a lemon. I never would think that.
I don't know if my parents did. I know, like, my great uncle at like 18 months tried to feed me like potato chips. Like that's not very bright either. But yeah, I think it's just so cute, their little faces, because they don't know what's coming.
Well, that third little girl almost looked like she liked it.
I know.
Like she kept. It was so funny. That will do it for this week's edition of News Center.
Be sure to check out our live video feed on our website, cutv.calu.edu/live.
Thanks for watching and have a great week.